So today on Inuyasha Talk, we're going to be talking about Shippo. I kind of mentioned something yesterday about me thinking, that he got the axe. In other words, they got rid of him. So I know there's a lot of rules on YouTube. I don't know all of them yet. I don't want to say any words. I get my video taken down, but he's gone. So my reason for thinking this is mostly time, just because that's such a small little thing. I mean, Shippo, they could have easily just said, oh, he's off training or doing this or doing that. It could have been just simply put in there. There's a reason. There is a reason that they're doing this. He was a huge part of the original series, so it's not on accident. That would be silly to think it's on accident. I don't see what big part Shippo could be playing in this that they would, need to keep it hidden away. And they didn't forget that he was a part of the original cast. Season 1 of Yashahime, they obviously they did a flashback in the beginning and they included him in that. There's a scene where, Songo was praying to some headstone, and a lot of people are saying, oh, well, maybe for Inuyasha and Kagome, blah, blah, blah. And there's a couple reasons I don't think that, or maybe only one reason, I don't remember. But one of the big reasons I don't think that is because Moroku, he had mentioned something this season about them, and I can't remember exactly what he said, but I just remember when he said it, I didn't think like, oh, he thinks that they passed away. He said like something to allude to them just disappearing or going away. If I'm incorrect about this, comment below, but I'm pretty sure it was something alluding to that. He didn't say anything that would make you think that he thought they passed away. So that's another big reason. So, it's kind of up in the air. It's kind of, if you don't know what happened to somebody, I think it's kind of weird that you would go put a headstone in the ground without there's no ashes, there's no body. Maybe I'm thinking too much into that. It just seems like a silly idea. And maybe that's what they did because, Sunrise has done some silly things with this series, but, or the spinoff. But, I also think that, they made a point to show us the headstone. It was done purposely. They showed how much of Songo did they show? One episode, I think, and she wasn't doing much. She didn't say much. So the one thing that they really showed her doing, there's going to be some relevance. It's going to be important, and I'm sure it's going to come up later. Who have we not seen? Who hasn't been mentioned? Shippo. And, they're not going to kill off major characters, right? There would be an uproar. People would be upset. I just don't think that a Sunrise would do that. But Shippo, who is, he's just a lot of people love Shippo, and a lot of people, I've actually heard a lot of people say they're quite annoyed about him. There's no purpose to him. So that's kind of an either or thing. I don't think that anybody would stop watching the series if they killed off Shippo. I think it'd be something a lot of people are upset with, and they'd say they were sad about, or why did they do this, or they'd question it. But to stop watching the series, no. So of all the characters you have, if you want to make something emotional or kill somebody off, axe them, it has to be Shippo. Who else are they going to do that to? They weren't going to do that to Moroku Songo. And another thing that kind of makes me think he's really got to be gone is, at the end they showed us like I guess you'd call it a part 2 trailer, and they did in the original series, they have this like little rainbow thing come up, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it. And, it shows all the main characters who are traveling together. It's like one of the opening credit or opening scenes or end scenes. I don't remember. But they did that. They brought it back, and they did, Toa, Setsuna, and Moraha, and whatever, all the other people. But they also, after that, brought the original cast, like, kind of put them, like, they showed them, I guess. And, they showed Inuyasha and Kagome. They showed Sesshomaru and Ren, and then they showed Sango, and they showed Kaede, and they showed Moroku, like the original gang, right? They threw them in there. They made it a point to, like, after the new cast was shown, to show the old cast, kind of, and include them. Shippo's not in that. He's not even when Yashahime first came out and they did the whole, they did the little artwork where Inuyasha's back is turned, you can't see his face, and he really wasn't in the first season at all, or really even the second season, but just they threw it out there like he's involved. They didn't do that with Shippo. They haven't done that with Shippo. There's not a mention, and I don't think there's gonna be a mention. I think one day there's gonna be something brought up that something happened to him. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. I would like to know what you guys think and your theories about it. I personally, if you want to know what I think about Shippo, I thought he was cute. I don't think they utilized him in the original series either. I think that they could have gone way deeper into, like, his story and kind of, I just feel like they did silly things with him. He was just kind of there for comedic relief, fighting with Inuyasha and stuff, which is all fine and dandy. I don't have a big attachment to him, so if this were, and maybe that's why this theory isn't so weird to me, because, if that is the case and that's what happened, change my thing here real quick. I feel like it's given, oops. Sorry. Felt like the light was too bright. It was affecting my eyes. But anyway, so if something happened to Shippo, I mean, I wouldn't be devastated. I would be like, oh, well, I kind of wish they wouldn't have done that. I mean, he's an original character, part of the gang and stuff, but there's just no other explanation. And if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong, I'm totally open to that. If I'm wrong, then this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. If they come out and they say, oh, Shippo's just been over here in La La Land training with the dumb fox demon exam, whatever you want to call it, that is ridiculous. It's ridiculous to do that to such a character that was such a presence in the original series, because everyone, feels differently about it. But there are people who loved him. I mean, he was loved by people, and he was there almost he was there before Moroku and Sango. He was their first companion to join Inuyasha and Kagome. So if that's the case, and they're just kind of not mentioning him just because, that's another mistake on their part. And I would rather them have done something like give him the axe than just not mention him just because, if that makes sense. This Yashahime has done a lot of things that I just think, if you want to talk about the original series, I mean, come on. The original series was Inuyasha. We've barely seen him, and they locked him away for 14 years. That's ridiculous in itself. And I know a lot of things can change. There's this time wheel. I don't know where that's going. I don't know what's going to end up happening. But it is ridiculous. It's all ridiculous. And I don't even want to get into that, because I want to do a whole separate video to talk about the things that are ridiculous, and also talk about the things that I love. I mean, the last episode or so was pretty good. And I'm actually really excited for the next episode. And season 1 had like 2 episodes maybe that I was like, oh, that was such a good episode. So there's great things about it. I love some of the characters. Setsuna and Yashahime is everything that I would hope and want Sesshomaru's daughter to be. So anyways, I'm rambling on. I don't want to get into that, but I think Shippo's gone, and I just want to know what everyone thinks. And if you think I'm totally crazy or I'm not making any sense, go ahead and tell me. And I hope you enjoyed this video.